Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back. I am Pseudo, and this is a wonderfully special night of trivia. So strap in, we'll have a VOD playing in the background here from our last wonderful stream where we were cooking some Paragon. Let me turn this down, and we're gonna get this going. So how this is gonna work, the rules are in the description over on YouTube, also in the post channel, also everywhere I put this. But basically, you have to hang out to enter, exclamation point, whatever question's going on. It'll be up on screen. Let me full screen this here and we'll get this rolling. It'll look something like this. So this will be our format here where you have a word pad, and then based on what's on the word pad, this is like what the question is. I can, type what goes meow, and the answer is cat. So you do exclamation point cat. What's up, Night Owl? We'll start in like 5 minutes. It takes a little bit for the trivia bot to load. There's nothing I can do about that really. Reminder, there are Twitch drops going on as well. So if you are watching this, maybe go watch it on Twitch instead to finish up your drops for the week. Cheez-Its go meow. Yeah, thanks, Lou. But we will get this going as soon as everyone gets here. Our music is by Jesse Valentine, aka F777, one of the best, most prolific EDM artists I've ever. He made like 40,000 songs, and that's barely an exaggeration. The dude is just amazing. He has a charity pack that you can get like almost all of his music. Go check him out. He's listed in the description as well. But we will get this going. Let me know if it looks good, sounds good. If anything doesn't, please let me know. Crisco Joe, thank you for the Prime. Very, 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 very much thank you. Nice jacket. This is actually my favorite shirt from when I used to work high-end retail. I appreciate it. This thing is like 90% spandex Emperor. It's wonderful. I can stretch it. I can work out with this. I'm really sad because it's starting to develop holes, and I have no idea how to remove or repair that. No, Forever 21 is for disposable crap that you buy for $4 and throw away. And yes, I am just killing time. If you guys would like to help me troubleshoot the bot in the meantime, though, exclamation point what goes meow in chat. This is a real question without a real prize. It will let me know when the bot is actually kicked in, but we will get this going in just a little bit here. Normally, you get bonus entries for being a Prime sub or anything else. Can't really do that tonight. I don't really have a way, and it wouldn't be fair. But there will be prizes given out for each individual question, as well as the cumulative total will have grand prizes. So we'll get this going here. Yeah, you'll have to. Our entry language is English, guys. Sorry about that, but it should capture both numbers and letters. No, I worked not at Forever 21. I worked at Buckle, which does not run ads on television. So nobody in the East knows what it is. It's like men's and women's high-end fashion. So instead of the shirts costing $4 and they instantly get thrown away, they cost $90 by rich people, and then they're never worn again because you buy things to wear once and then throw it in your infinite closet if you're that wealthy. Literally, we had $700 pants. It was insane. But we'll get this going. If you want to pull up any kind of Captain Leo goes meow. All right. Thank you, chat. Very, 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 very helpful. You'll only be able to, other rules to note, they're all listed in the description as well, but you'll only be able to enter on Twitch or YouTube, not both this time. You're welcome to try, but the bot should IP entry flag people unless you're using like 2 VPNs, in which case, yeah, you deserve it, I guess, for the effort. But grand prizes are 1,200 gems for first place, 800 gems for second place, 400 gems for third place, and hopefully I will be able to do a 25 gold drawing in the background here for each individual question, at least one, if not one, for both YouTube and Twitch. So I'm going to be poor after this, but thank you to ArenaNet for sponsoring this. This is our sort of little bonus event that we're running. They provided 2,000 to 2,400 gems. Very much appreciated. So again, what goes meow? I'll give you a hint here, chat. It's a very difficult question. I'm sorry if you can't figure it out. The answer for this one is cat. So if you can type either exclamation point cat or just cat in chat, it should grab that, and I will roll for a community chest that we couldn't give away the last stream. So this will actually have an answer now, but we should get this going. All right. Guild Wars 2 looking crispy in the background. Talk to you guys. Thank you for showing up. Thank you to everybody the 3 people that upvoted the Reddit post. I find Reddit incredibly funny because you can put all this effort into, because this is a ton of effort, by the way, on my end. I have like 80 windows open, chat. All this effort and time into running like a free giveaway on sub week, and it'll get downvoted to hell on Reddit. And I can post one post about like, oh, you can barbecue with the tiny plastic spider, and it gets 600 upvotes day one. It's just such a herd mentality thing. It's like, yeah, they might as well just post tiny plastic spider things. You're right, Reddit. That's me for being stupid. I mean, these are PvE questions as well. We'll figure it out, Lou. It's gonna be fun. Usually my Bladesworn essays get pretty good traction on Reddit. So I guess, I don't know, maybe Reddit just likes to complain. But it is what Reddit craves. That is true. I want to make sure. Oh, we got some entries showing up both on YouTube and a couple on Twitch. I will do this drawing for this community chest in 3 minutes, and then we'll get this going. But make sure you have a snack tonight, chat. We're going to be going at a fairly brisk pace tonight. Probably try to do one question every 5 minutes, or as soon as I can bang these out. So you're going to want to try to stay for the whole stream if you can. I have like 29 questions. We will not get through all of them, I almost promise you. They range from very easy to oh my god. So I think I will let whoever gets the previous question right either choose the topic of the next question or choose the difficulty of the next question. You're right, I should have said fashion show stream. That's true. We already had one of those and it went pretty well. I wish Homage had recorded his fashion show. It was so cool. Sorry, I owe you guys a VOD. You guys need Cat TV as much as I need Cat TV, so sit back, relax, get a snack, and we'll get this going. Maybe make the window a little bit smaller. Are you guys enjoying Visions? You having fun? Having fun in Pirate World? Splash Mountain? I am. I'm more having fun with the balance or lack thereof in PvP and World versus World right now. It's a pretty enjoyable 25 bucks, I gotta say that much, Kybin. You know, I know not everyone has 25 bucks, but it's pretty dope. If you guys also have feedback on the drops, they are taking it. So if you guys have feedback for me to give to ArenaNet for like whether you'd like longer periods of drops with like better rewards or like the short, micro drops are really nice, let me know. One really good piece of feedback that I got already was have more selectable things and fewer just here's an item, because it makes you not want to spend money in the gem store for sort of like reverse FOMO. We had this discussion today in guild chat, which I thought was really interesting. So like if you already bought the pirate captain's chair, that doesn't really help you, or maybe have some kind of exchange on that, right? The drops, my bad, this is YouTube. Yeah, you got to be watching on Twitch for the drops. Hey Sergio, what's up? Welcome back, dude, and thank you, Beastcore, for the follow. Appreciate it. Give us back Daring Dragon. Yeah, I'll get right on that. I don't think we're allowed to give balanced feedback, but I agree, Ron. Honestly, I always think about this, like, things are so... There's no balance right now. It's insane. It's crazy. World vs. World Ritualist is the most broken range bomb. Don't worry, they'll fix it in a year, Kale. Anyway, let me do this drawing. For this community chest, this does not count toward our trivia night, but this will be something that somebody can get. And please do, if I do a drawing, like for the 25 gold or things, I can't promise that I can give it to you later. If you show up and I remember, I will do my best. But if I do a drawing and you're not here and you show up like 3 weeks from now, I'm probably not going to remember. But let's do this. Only one entry. Is there really only one cat entry on Twitch? Someone else on Twitch type cat for me. Because it doesn't seem to have grabbed anybody's entry on Twitch. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now people are showing up. Yeah, Nightbot takes like 5 ever to show up for stuff. I'm not really sure what that's about. All right. Choose a winner. Choose a winner. And then... Somebody type 1 or 2 in chat. The number. 2. Kale has won. Congrats, dog. Character name or an account name, Kale. I'll shoot you this code. Who was won? I don't remember. I closed the window. It's like when 2 girls ask you if you like them at the same time. You can't tell. You can't tell either of them. Let me get you this community code that I definitely have ready to go on a notepad somewhere. Definitely on a notepad. Definitely didn't close that. Oh god, I closed it. Okay, I didn't close it. Phew, we did it. Alright. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea if I'm going to be able to give out these gem codes during the stream or if I'm going to be able to do it after, but I will do my best. Captain Leo is disappointed. Dude, there's some good map lore, Kale. Or Cabin. Yeah, Kale, when you get a chance, squad join Salem, or just give me a character name or an account name that I can invite. Let me jump over to our question. Thank you very much. But yeah, get your brain on, chat. I'll let you guys vote easy, medium, or hard in chat right now, whether you'd like an easy, medium, or hard question to start out. But we will we'll get rolling. We'll get right into this, you know, brisk pacing. I tried to squad invite you. The game may have, like, destroyed itself. This is a vote, so this isn't just the first person who types something. So get your votes in, and we'll get this rolling. I suppose I could close Firefox just for this, and get a view of my wonderful character just reading. Should send you on a hunt for... Yeah, we could have a community night where I do that. Well, I've tried to squad invite you, Kale. It has not worked out. I may have to mail you this in-game because I don't want to hold up the stream too much. He was struggling on PvP today. Tell him to not play it. That's why he's struggling. It's very, very, very much its own thing. 1 sec, downloading patch. Well, that's why I can't invite you. Yeah, it's really fun, dude. It's real fun. I mean, hopefully somebody big enough starts playing it, and then we actually, like, you know, get some attention for it. You can still play it as a side noter, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I know. I figured somebody big would, because we got a bunch of Final Fantasy XIV and New World refugees for this game. So, I'm not excited for other people trying the Gun Samurai. That's for sure. Like I said, I don't care if it's good. I don't care if it's bad. I just want the bugs fixed. Yeah, it is. I'm not happy that New World is, like, exploding, but I'm happy that I'll have more Guild Wars 2 friends. I think New World was a good game that was ruined by Amazon. I have so many developer friends who know people who worked on that game, who knew every single decision that they made, like upper management for New World made, was bad, and they couldn't say anything. It's like when you have to have 4 different meetings to whether or not you can add a chair. Let me know when you got that, Kale. So far, we only have 1 vote for hard, and the other rest of chat is just talking about stuff, which is, you know, fair. Yeah, it's Amazon. It's Amazon executives who think they're, like, good at being a game executives or game designers when they're not good at even being executives. Anyway, don't cancel me, Amazon. All right. We only have 1 vote for hard. Easy, medium, or hard. Chat. He got stuck on so many ledges. I think they're just going to rip Bladesworn out of the game, Roan, and redo it. I genuinely do. 2 votes for hard. 2 votes for hard. Yeah, you can, that's how they had a bunch of different, what's it called? Bunch of different account giveaways. That's actually how I got a substantial number of my alt accounts back when they were doing GeForce Now giveaways, and then had to level them to 80 because I'm an idiot in order to get rewards on them, but it was super worth it. Okay, lots of votes for hard. Hard, it can't be that hard. Challenge accepted. Okay, chat, because we're kicking this off with a VOE, first specialization of the new ones that's typed in chat, that's the question will be about. So any of the new 9 specializations, first one, go. Evoker. All right, we did it. I managed to come up with 1 for each. I thought I came up with 1 for each. Okay, we did it. So, which support boons can Evoker give simultaneously? Quickness, Alacrity, both, or neither at the same time? Let me copy that to the WordPad instead of just this. The answer's not cat, by the way. I'm sorry. So exclamation point, quickness, alacrity, either or both in chat. Simultaneously, chat. Also, you're gonna have to give me a sec. Okay, now type it. My bad. So I want to clarify this. The both answer is if you can give both quickness and alacrity at the same time on an evoker. I guess I should add 100% support, 100% uptime. Let's do it that way. Rephrased it. And you can change your answer. Keeping your both, alright. And you can cheat, you can go to the wiki, you can copy other people's answers. The only thing you can't do is enter on both YouTube and Twitch. You can, but it won't work. No, that was not hard. That's my evoker question. So the evoker question overrode the the hard. We'll do a hard question next time. As me being dumb is what that was. Dude, I got so many. Look, I'm just happy the stream is working. I tested this for 6 hours today. There is no trivia bot on Earth for streaming, chat. It is so stupid. I have no idea why. It's so odd. Also, that's good. Apparently, the wiki only has partially updated. It's great. It's great. This will be a cluster. Give you guys 1 more minute to enter this one. And if you guys get something right, and I get something wrong, I have to give it to what I have, like, what I have down on the paper will count toward the cumulative total. But if somebody gets something right, I will try to give you money, or at least do a drawing. So again, the question is, which support boons can Evoker give a subgroup 100% uptime of simultaneously? Quickness, alacrity, either, or both at the same time. This is like 90% trivia and 10% read my mind. Okay, I'm looking forward to all the people who wrote both explaining this to me in chat. But the answer I had down was either. Because the boon trait, depending on which familiar you choose, gives either quickness or alacrity. Now, I'm stupid, so feel free to correct me. But that's what I have. Rude. No, it's true. Okay. I'm open to being wrong. It's okay to be wrong on the internet, chat. And I am open to it. But, like, if you know something I don't, please, let me know. Hang on. Need to pull up. Word. Need a place to keep track of this. Okay, we need to make a table. Keep track of everybody. Need to make another table. Keep track of everybody. I like that Sergio's entering both after the fact. After I just gave the answer. That's good. It's bold. Strong. I'm going to... Is there a built-in crappy Excel? No, I would have to use Google Docs, wouldn't I? Is there a crappy version of free online Excel, chat, that I could put this all into? Yeah, I don't want to log into Google's the thing. I don't want to dox myself on stream. I guess I can, right? Alright, hang on. Give me a sec. But let me do the trying. So, Almighty Turkey and Etterborn, who I always say your name wrong, E-I-T-R Born, have won 25 gold each. So, character names or account names, guys, whenever you can, and I'll shoot you that, that mail. Fuck ChatGPT. I'm not killing a fish for this. This is not important enough to kill a fish for, dude. Oh, dude, PvP is not even a real girl today. Hang on, chat. I did everything but make a spreadsheet for keeping track of stuff. So once we get this going, it'll get going. All right. Cool. YouTube. And then we need one way the crap down here. And Twitch. Okay, cool. Nice. Oh, are you Coco? Okay. Yeah, no, that works. As long as it's a character name or account name, that's totally fine. Let me close these. Let me make sure that this is working. It's not. That's good. That is. All right. Sick. What I need is to hire slave people. Alright. No. That's fine. Let me shoot you some gold. And everybody has points. And we'll do the second question. Easy, medium, or hard? Oh, no, I said we would do hard next. So, we will do hard next. And this will actually be a hard question, chat. Okay, get ready. Sent off. I love that I can send unlimited mails. That's going to make this so much faster. It's one of the things that tripped us up the first time we were doing this. Yeah, either quickness or alacrity. Okay. So I worded these the best I could for clarity. That one's medium. Okay. That one's medium. Okay. This is a ranger question for you, chat. Ready? New question. You should still enter, Dream, even if you're having wine and cheese. So the question is, I only have End of Dragons, and I'm terrified of World versus World. What pet do I use so I can gain Chaos Aura as a ranger? Exclamation point, the name of the pet in chat. Good luck. Where's Trig when you need him, right? You only have End of Dragons, and you don't go into World versus World, guys. So don't include the juvenile. Resize this a little bit. Okay, getting some answers in. I accept it. Questions on the screen, Sergio. Question is, I only have End of Dragons, and you're terrified of World versus World. What pet do you use so you can gain Chaos Aura as a ranger? Spaces, yes. It should grab it either way, Red, but that's a good question. Okay, it doesn't grab it either way, you need spaces. Good to know. You guys want it hard. Couldn't be that hard, right? Oh my god. Guys, got one more minute for this one. We're on question 2. You're allowed to cheat. You're allowed to phone a friend. If your friend's not playing Guild Wars 2, what are they doing? That one was messed up. Oh, just wait. Hope you're good at math. Giant brain knowledge, chat. Don't put this in your brain. Don't you dare put any of this crap in your brain. Please go use it for something useful. Alright. Calling it. Calling it. The answer is Juvenile Reef Drake. It is ridiculous, I know. Gonna choose a winner. Coolster and Red. Win multiple times, that's fine. Character names and account names, guys. I'll throw these into this little winning thing. Add people. I think this is doable. This would be impossible if I actually had like a gigantic audience the way I'm doing it, but I think we can make this work. And sorry, I am gonna need you to give me names every time. If you are new here, I am Pseudo. Lots of build crafting, theory crafting streams. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and sometimes Friday. It is neither of those days. It is Tuesday or is Thursday. So, yep, you are Red. And usually running around the Borderlands, talking with you guys, playing PvP, talking about balance in the game. Really big systems enthusiast. So, if you like it here, if you like the music, if you like hanging out, come join. If not, totally fine. Also, it's appreciated. It's not required for this stream, but you should probably be followed on Twitch or just exist on YouTube because that's what we usually do for our giveaways. So have a little bit of a different bot with Nightbot running this time. Yeah, everything is broken in PvP right now, Coco. Literally crazy. So the reef drake thing is you need to be an untamed, and you need to have it underwater, because the reef drake is both an aquatic and terrestrial pet, and it can dump out a chaos field underwater. The reason it's not Fang Daboga is because Fang Daboga is a Path of Fire pet, and you cannot get one if you only have End of Dragons. All right. Easy, medium, hard, chat. Let's get your vote on. Yeah, Kybin, you had to fill up on Wiki after they re-enabled the API today. Luminaries do approximately infinity damage right now in PvP. Jealous Revs are ruining World versus World. Ritualist is able to bomb you from space. I don't want to do just like all the impossible questions right off the bat, chat. But we'll do it. We'll do it. You guys like pain. Amalgam is sad. Amalgam's fine. Amalgam has alacrity. Amalgam will feel the best when they nerf everything else. All right, this is one I've asked. I'll compromise. I'll go about halfway with you guys. This is one I've asked before on my streams and I talk a lot about. So, new question. If you count each have bullet versus do not have a bullet modifier state as a separate skill, how many skills did Elementalist's Pistol introduce? Including Weaver. Exclamation point. Hold up. I didn't actually add this to a question yet. We're getting a rhythm. Hold up. 1 minute. Get ready to type. Get ready to type, chat. Calm down. Get ready to type. I'm looking for a number, not a spelling. You gotta use numbers for this one. Okay, go. Once it's gone, he'll be truly sad because 55-second evolve isn't fair. Yeah, evolve seems to be the best just for refreshing the other stuff. Coolster, if you're gonna watch on Twitch, thank you. It's up to you. You shouldn't get ads on Twitch. If you get more than the initial one, let me know, but I'll move you over to Twitch. Let me change your spot here from YouTube to Twitch. Okay. Go, chat. Question it up. So if you count each have bullet versus do not have a bullet modifier state as a separate skill, how many skills did Elementalist Pistol introduce? Use your giant brains, chat. Giant brains. Huge, enormous brains. All my friends playing this video game. See how much chat remembers or can do math, one of the two. Hopefully it's not picking up too much of the typing. Doesn't having a bullet still really count as the same skill? No, because it does something different. And it says you get hit with something different. Well, it doesn't say you get hit with something different, but that's how we're wording the question, because I don't know the math without it, Kevin. So I'm assuming, like, having an earth bullet counts, or does something different than not having an earth bullet. I'm not assuming, I know that. Hey, Kate, thank you for the luck. Why don't you enter a number while you're here? You guys wanted hard. See, I'm scaring everybody away with the hard questions. This is a problem. $64 bold. Nobody has gotten it right yet, chat. I take that back. One person has gotten it right, chat. What is the source of the trivia? Can we trust it? No. The source of the trivia is my brain and what I worked out before the stream. I did really try, I really tried. But this one is one from the previous stream, so I'm pretty sure that it's correct. There's some general questions, Alcatraz. People wanted hard questions. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Give me a hard question. No, it's too hard. Okay. Pseudo was that kid. Actually. I wasn't actually kid. Farfar Sama, thank you for the follow. You'll be able to enter in like a couple minutes. I think there's a timer on Twitch for the prevent the bots. The medium Guild Wars streamer, you get a weird amount of Twitch bots. It's very unhelpful. I should have come up with jokes, chat, for the downtimes. Jeez, y'all don't turn your brains on. We're gonna have a low scoring, like, you know, you can get 5 questions right, you win like $15. Fair life. I wish, man. I gotta reach out to some of these brands that I use. Although my Sony or Samsung earbuds have started emitting this amazing screeching noise whenever I use the noise canceling part of them, which is just the best. Alright, chat, 1 minute. Yeah, it's a good thing it's winter and I don't need to turn my AC on anymore. Standard. Yeah, it's a feature. Probably. I should be reading book on a character that doesn't have, like, primers and stuff, but I'll just accept my fate. Dude, chat, side tangent before I do this drawing. I rolled so many keys today. I think I rolled 60. I got the Witch's Brew literally the first pull, which I didn't want. I wanted the cape, and nothing else. My luck with keys is garbage, dude. Alright. So the answer to this question: how many skills, counting each different bullet as a different state? And I actually have this written down from last time. It's 48. Oh no, I actually suck at trivia is the thing. And Dubious and Coolster got it right. So, good job, guys. Being a vet of this bullshit pays off once again. The explanation's on screen. Basically, your auto attacks, you get 4 different ones. 2 skills, 4 times 2, 3 skills, 4 times 2. Weave skills, 6 times 4, and aerial agility has 3 different variants, plus the ambush. This weapon, this pistol weapon on Elementalist is buck wild, chat. This is an elite spec. So, Coolster and Dubious, while I get the next one going, give me a character name or an account name. I'm sorry you have to type it over and over. I guess, Coolster, you should stop getting questions right. But we'll go on to the next one. I'm gonna give you guys an easier question, because I feel like all the new people are scared and running away. It's gonna be another VOE question. What the fuck is aerial agility? Aerial agility is the movement skill on air on pistol. Turkey. It's very good and lets you use 3 different variants. They all do something different, and I believe they all have different names. I'll stop having veteran knowledge. It's more like you pay attention during my regular streams, because I wouldn't have remembered that. I think I said dubious is the other one. But yep, the question's on screen. As soon as it goes on screen, you can answer it. What is much easier? What is the skill type that Ritualist gains access to, i.e. their healing, utility, and elite spells? I anticipate many more people getting this right. Reminder, you do need spaces, you do not need to capitalize stuff. Never mind, you don't need spaces. Restream just sucks. Oh no, you do. Alright, we're all learning together, chat. Giving away so much money tonight, oh my god. The real question is, what's chat enjoying doing? Because I haven't actually gotten to play the, what if you capitalize the spaces? I don't even know. I think the game just ends. Right? Like, I haven't actually gotten to play Visions of Eternity that much. I did so many videos coming out, like, on release, which I'm happy I did. I really enjoyed them. I've just been streaming, and it's just like, dude, I stream World vs. World. I haven't even played the new expansion yet. But it's dope. I've been in the maps. They're pretty AF. Right? Like... so good. Apparently there's a new infusion as well, and I don't want to spoil things too much. I just watched a Antiquary infinite dodge, infinite health on Keep a Point, Red. So there's a way. I don't know what he was running. But there is some Antiquary sauce. I definitely think. I think the Soto maps are alright. Especially the first ones. I wasn't really just a fan of being stuck in Stranger Things' butthole for half the expansion. But, like, that was just whatever. You know, it just wasn't my aesthetic. I like beaches. I don't like living in Demon Land. Some people do. No judgment. You can use a skimmer to fly over the new map. Screw the Griffin, the skimmer's the new aerial mount. Oh yeah, the second meta, just because of all the models, I think, was pretty bad for lag. That I'll agree with. Also, chat, I have a question for you guys. So... with shadows, they updated the shadows in the game, right? And from their blog post, it sounded like they optimized it, but I was talking to some PvP people, and they said it, like, they made the shadows more intense, so it uses more of your GPU. Basically, my question is, this is not a trivia question, does the... I know people are gonna do it. Does the shadow update mean that it's harder to run the game or easier to run the game, basically, is what I'm asking. Only affects high? Does it only affect the highest setting, or does it only affect high and above, Kaiben? Turn off shadows, fair enough. No, I know the game is super heavy CPU bound, but... okay, so it will cause more GPU. So I should probably turn my stuff down, huh? Again, you still have time to enter this question. I'm recording stuff, making sure it all gets into the giveaways and everybody treated fairly. We're equal opportunity streamer. So far, my restream bot is winning, chat, so you gotta step it up. But it was only the new maps. I think it was all maps, right? Issue with Castor and Jant, their character screens, they're really heavy to compute for some reason. It's probably the dancing crab in the background, Kale. One more minute, chat. Try to keep this going. The question currently is, what skill type does Ritualist gain access to? E.g., their healing, utility, and elite skills. Here's another hint. I almost said the answer. You know what'd be kind of cool for Twitch drops? Like, there would be no way to make this not farmable, so they'd have to do some kind of, like, map currency or something. Like, not botable, but what if for, like, every extra 15 minutes or every extra half hour you watched on Twitch, you got, like, 5 of the new map currency or something? Because I couldn't do gold, because that would just, you know, welcome to bot hell. But, like, you know, do 5 astral points or whatever the crap. Not the astral acclaim, but like for the new maps. I think that'd be kind of cool. And still have smooth experiences, so we're limiting ourselves to changing only medium, high, and ultra. Okay. Thank you, Lou. Appreciated. Yeah, I was thinking that, Cabin, there's probably a way to do map currency to gold, but, like, who cares? You know? They do. Especially for, they give crap experience, Coolster, because I think they were scaling it based on boosters, and also the hearts are impossible to complete. Anyway, chat. The answer is weapon spells. We had a whole bunch of people get this right. Again, we do a drawing for YouTube and for Twitch. I have to re-roll YouTube. Crisco Joe, and I'm going to butcher your name. I'm sorry in advance. Ang Saba. Give me a character name or an account name, and I will shoot you 25 gold. By the way, chat, these bonus prizes are coming from all of the Prime subs, as well as just some of the money. I haven't made, like, anything from YouTube because I don't want to monetize my channel, barely at all. That one ad is just for YouTube. I get basically none of that. But this is from you guys giving me Prime subs, so thank you to all our returning subs. Very, 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 very much appreciated, and that's why we're able to give out, like, 50 gold a question, even though we're doing, like, 20-plus questions tonight. So thank you so much for that. Alrighty, sent off. It's a good way to do this, I think. No problem. So who is the other one? Crisco Joe, over on Twitch. Let me know at some point, and then also remind me that you won something. Easy, medium, hard, chat. What you want? Thank you. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the Prime earlier. That'll, so also Prime rewards, I don't go over this very much. Medium, like a Ritualist, I mean, a lot of medium. Everyone's scared of the hard questions now, for good reason. Sent off. So how Prime subs work for the channel is you get double entries on Twitch. If you watch on Twitch on Mondays, I do giveaways every Monday. I stream Monday, Wednesday, sometimes Friday at 9 Eastern. I can do giveaways every Monday. You will get double entries, and then if you are a Prime sub and you win once per week, you will get 100 gold. So a little bit trying to incentivize people for giving me Bezos bucks, a little bit more than I previously did. One hard, one drops. I don't know what exclamation point drops does, but I assume it does something. Site 4, thank you for the follow. There's an L in there. Cytle 4. My bad. Need more math. Don't worry, there's plenty of math questions. We can do a medium math question. We'll do a medium math question. How about that? This is another one that I've asked before, and it's common knowledge, but you're gonna love this, chat. This is for all the PvP or PvE players. So you think you're smart? You think you're smart, chat? You think you're smart? As soon as it goes up on screen, you can enter. The question is, by what percentage does Alacrity reduce your skill cooldown by? Assuming 100% uptime. I'll add that. So you want the number. You don't have to do percentage, but I think it should still grab it. Question, am you a Chronomancer with a certain trait? Answer, no. You are not. You am not a Chronomancer with that trait. This is normal Alacrity. Good question. Lou's being a rebel, I like it. Also, this is the best chair, chat. I don't know if you knew this. I love this chair. We could also show off some of the mounts. And just do random crap while we stream, right? This is the new mount pack. I know a lot of people have done previews for this, so this isn't like an official preview or something. It's just Pseudo looks at mounts because he's doing a trivia night. I don't like any of these. There's like one in here, which is why I got the, what's it called? The supply drop. And it's right here, I believe. It's kind of horrifying. It's a Coral Warclaw. This one's also pretty good. Dark Mist. Yeah, not a huge fan of any of this. I'll probably get the Luminous Turtle as well because they have really good trails. So this is reduce your skill cooldown by. Second sky skill, okay. There's a snake sky skill that has really interesting wing shape, if that's legal to say. I don't know what pack it's in. I also really want the crab sky skill now, which is not out yet. Also, PSA, if you do end up winning one of these giveaways, I don't think anyone here is, but if you're on the Epic Store or on Steam, please, dear God, let me know before I give you a gem code, because I can't. I will send you enough money for whatever amount of gems that you have, like gold. Because I can send gold, I can't send the codes because they don't translate. Yeah, it's stupid. I know, there's nothing they can do about that. Okay, we got a ton of entries. Question is on screen. What percentage does Alacrity reduce your skill cooldown by, assuming 100% uptime of the boon? Play on an Atari. Probably could. Song's destroying my ears, chat, sorry. He's got like 6,000 songs, they can't all be bangers. That's pretty good. Math, chat. This is like the overlay of like the guy doing math, like giant brain math. Legendary giveaway when? We gave away... So here's the thing, Lou. I could. If I sold, like, all my Mystic coins right now, because I have a buy order in for it, because apparently it is, if this wants to load ever, apparently it's tradable, and there's one on the trading post. I could do it. I'm gonna wait till it comes down in price a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm gonna preview this bad boy. Look at that. I thought the draw animation happened around you, not around the actual thing. Maybe they changed that. Maybe it was too hectic. That's so cool. I'm gonna make the hell out of this item. Congrats to the one person who figured this out, right? Like, because the API was down. Either they had advanced knowledge or like, I don't know, man. Just credit to whoever you are. You beautiful, beautiful nut job. All right, chat. You got 1 minute. Exclamation point, the percentage Alacrity reduces your skill cooldown by, assuming 100% uptime. I know you can do it, chat. I have faith in you. I'm very proud of all of you, especially the people that get this question right. Probably made two. Maybe. Yeah, it looks a little better. Alright. You ready for this? The answer is 20%. I know that's not what the tooltip says. But... And I too had to stare at the wiki for about 2 hours before I understood this, and then my brain 404'd and I went away and cried. There's your explanation. Basically, Alacrity increases the rate at which your skills cool down by 25%. Which, if you have 100% uptime, causes diminishing returns the more your skills are reduced by or increased by. But it results in your skills being cooled down 20% faster. Yeah, or very simply 1 divided by 1.25. It's dumb. I played this game for 7 years before I knew that. Edmonton says hashtag math. Edmonton should be in here. He's one of my mods. So I think Kale, Utterborn, and Coolster got that right. Let me enter you guys, and I'll do two drawings here. So Utterborn as well as Kaiben. You're both in the guild. I think we can just find you here. Easy, medium, hard, chat. While I'm doing this. Where's Kale? Kale, I know you got another question right. Is that your first question? Holy crap. Oh, you got the cat question right. That's what it was. Your game crashed again? Good thing you don't need your game in order to be able to win money. I really wish Firefox would work, though. That would be just spectacular. You don't need... You're not going to get a chest. So the prizes for this are crap loads of gems for the first, second, and third place. So it's actually a skill issue, or a skill reward stream. It's not just RNG. We do RNG for both of the winners, YouTube and Twitch, and if there's no one on YouTube, because apparently YouTube is stupid, I'm sorry, YouTube, we do a drawing just for Twitch or vice versa. So let me find you guys, and I will... Oh, yeah, because it's back on the wiki, right? Interesting. All right. Harder. I think you just hate chat at this point, Coco. You're just mad at chat. Good God. You guys hate each other. Be nice to each other, chat. Just here to support your boy. Easy, medium, or hard questions, Silhouette. You gotta participate in one question, man. You gotta... You gotta do one. We're going for easy. You hate everyone equally. All right, fair enough. I can cross that question off the list. Extra hard. All right, we have 2 votes for easy and 1 vote for... Oh, we have 2 votes for extra hard. Next one breaks it, chat. Easy or like the hardest question I have in the tank? What are we doing here? No middle ground. Easy. All right. Fair enough. I gotta see if I have any more easy new class questions. That one's pretty easy. The Paragon question's pretty... No, we'll do the Gale Shot question. Gale Shot question it is. Gale Shot question's kind of medium. We'll do the Paragon question. Hold on, don't type yet. 1 sec. 1 more sec. Okay, go nuts. Coward. Paragon Supplemental Resource Motivation has 3 different strength levels. What is the maximum motivation level? This is another one of those, huh? Questions. So the max, I'll clarify this a little bit. The maximum number that appears on your bar. Motivation's what Virgil gets. Oh, Silhouette got it right with Giga Chad. Yeah, welcome guys. Hopefully you're enjoying. These take a lot of work to put together, so I hope it's worth it. I hope everyone likes the trivia and whatnot. If you do and you're catching the VOD, let me know, and if you don't, also let me know. Far cry from what we... It's kind of Virgil music. Far cry from what we usually do. I definitely need a better bot to do all of this, though. That is for sure. We are learning that. There's no trivia bot. Bonus points if you have a trivia bot. I could not find one at all, dude. This crap is so hard to set up. I understand why no one does trivia on Twitch. So I'm not going to say who's in the lead, but so far somebody is in the lead with 6 correct answers. I don't remember how many questions we've done. I think we've done 6 or 7. So shout out to whoever's gotten all of these right so far. But there's quite close contention for both 2nd and 3rd. So you definitely still have some time to get your answers in. And my chat's smart, dude. I don't know, hang out for a while. Maybe you. Go sub to Silhouette as well, even though you probably already are, chat. Makes really good video essays on the game. I still have that, what was it? Not only the record we did, dude, but are the answers correct sometimes? I still have that record we did, and I was looking through my files the other day, Silhouette, and I still found the old Photoshop picture that I made for you cuddling the pillow with Sneb's head on it. the body pillow that I wanted you to put on the title of that thing. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm convinced Coco is Silhouette's alt account, actually. You guys got 2 minutes. We'll go till the 10-minute mark. 3 minutes for this one. Well, 2 minutes. It's an easy question. See what else is in the gem store that I can't buy or afford, chat. Yo, no Ice Reaver cape in the gem store makes me sad. I actually really want it. Kinda hope after Halloween next week it flips over and we get the rest of the capes. Silhouette's a man who bought all of the pass keys and, to my knowledge, used all of them exactly once to make a video. Oh, that's what I was going to mention as well. You can sell, but you can't trade the new infusion. Which I find really interesting, this thing. I also find it really interesting that there's only one on the or two on the trading post right now. What is it? Visions of Eternity, meta events, and world boss events. That sounds easy. Am I stupid? Go do this, chat, and then sell it and make a bunch of gold. Anyway, so the reason I thought this was worthy of being a question is here's Paragon, right? You like shout and you get things, and right here there's this shield icon that shows up and you get motivation levels, right? And motivations do stuff, and they turn your skills into Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But you have 3 tiers. It says on it, Silhouette, either rewind 10 seconds or look up bubble on the trading post, or I can mouse over it again. Sorry, you guys can't see this. It's a good point. It's a good point, Pseudo's brain. Hold on. We did it. So, motivations have levels, and they turn your chance into Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right? Like, it's kind of weird. And they show up on this, like, shield icon that's next to it. But logically, if there's 3 tiers, it should end at 9. I don't know why it goes to 10. Just cuz 10's a cool number, I guess. The correct answer is 10, chat. So, easy question done. We did it. I'm proud of all of you. Especially me. Grats on winners. True. How's your wine and cheese? We'll do another one. We'll do another chat. Because 10 is greater than 9. It's true. It's true, actually. And little extra motivated. It's like when you get a good banger on your Spotify playlist. So it's another number question, chat. So get your numpad out. Hold on. This is working out pretty well. Yeah, it's like how Bladesworn goes to 10 for no reason, because you need 65 to do a Dragon Trigger, right? Alright, chat, Luminary question. What is the name of this song? I'll find the name of the song, you guys find the answer to this question. This is Needs Ketchup. I shit you not. That is the name of the song. Jesse Valentine is the best EDM artist, as far as I'm concerned. All right, chat, wake up. Guardian question. All of you should know this. Everybody plays Guardian. You ready? The trait Sovereign of Life, or Sovereign of Light, causes luminary skills to detonate light auras. How many different luminary skills can trigger this trait? Edmonton says 5. He may or may not be correct. This is a fancy luminary. This is a fancy luminary. This is the trait. Does a Grandmaster is very similar to King of Fires. If none of you get this correct, I will be very disappointed. And here's a hint. Nobody has gotten it correct yet. Edmonton has completely led you, all of you, astray by the nose, down the path of darkness. Very disappointed. Extremely disappointed. I'm gonna go cry, chat. Chat. I'm sad. It hurts. This is painful to watch. Never mind that I had to, like, go and test all of this. I mean, this is a light armor class. It gives you light aura. It's a light armor class. You constantly have it. Origin Design. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Be able to enter in a second. These questions run for a little over 5 minutes each. Yeah. Gets constant light aura too. The change to this trait exploded my tiny ape brain. I like that everyone's like, I don't play Guardian, I'm on a builds channel. I'm on the complicated math builds channel, dude. I don't play Guardian. That's for everybody who doesn't know how to play the game. I'm sorry. Just insulted Hellmasker and 8 other Guardian players. Here's another hint. Nobody has still gotten this correct. You are allowed to change your answer, and I advise doing so strongly. This is your chance to pull ahead, chat. It's actually very close. Let's go to trivia. Let's see who's leading the pack. We have 1 at 6, 1 at 5 correct answers, and a bunch of 4s and a bunch of 3s. Oh, y'all just guessing. Come on, use your brains. Go to the build editor. Let's count, right? How many stances are there? Searching on a phone kind of sucks. Yeah, it does. That's why I have like 3 different browsers on my phone. They're all like default to incognito because it just gets rid of all the cookies. I don't know, Maddie. What counts as a luminary skill? So here's a hint, chat, because y'all struggling. I'm gonna bail chat out. This is your lifeline, right? This is like me pulling those sailors on that playthrough no one watched, right? Out of the water. Although that mission was super buggy. This trait is modeled after the Berserker trait, King of Fires. Very similar. Very, very similar, right? You gain fire aura when a thing happens, and then you detonate the fire aura whenever you use a Berserker skill. What counts as a Berserker skill? Well, on Berserkers, Scorched Earth counts as a Berserker skill. Any kind of other Berserk mode, like, you know, Primal Burst counts as a Berserk skill. All of your torch abilities, which is not main hand pseudo, count as Berserker skills because you need to, well, for a while you needed to have a Berserker to unlock a torch. And then all of your utilities or healing skills counted as Berserker skills. So if we translate that over to Luminary, how many Luminary skills can blow up the light aura? Here's another hint. I had to test this. Actually, I might have to change my answer. Pseudo might be wrong on this one, guys. This might be kind of awkward. We need to unlock Luminary real quick, like. I'll go do this while you guys do that. I'm still gonna give credit for my answer, but I want to see something. It might be rigged. We might have to redo the question here. I don't know, Kybin. Do the shroud flipovers work? That's a great question. Look, I don't want to talk about it, okay? I want to talk about... I may or may not have made a lot of these questions before they announced one of the blog posts, okay? Oops. Interesting. Alright. Stuck in this plant. Look, even I with my gigantic brain sometimes get things wrong. Okay. That's a little awkward. We've learned together, chat. I'm gonna change my answer real quick. I'm gonna let everyone enter again. No one saw anything. The answer's still really weird, to be fair. Okay. So, we have an updated trivia question here. Hey, Andrew, what's up? Trait, Sovereign of Light. Still same wording. Causes luminary skills to detonate light auras. How many different luminary skills can trigger this trait? Oops. You got it wrong, chat. Shut up. I tested all the other stuff, okay? I don't want to talk about it, man. I am 100% sure of the answer now, though. So it's not everything but Radiant Forge, Kale. It's close to. And this is why Sovereign of Light is erasing children from PvP right now. It's okay, Coco. I'm apparently also too dumb for this. So. It's great, potato salad. I'm gonna give you guys two more minutes to enter this. This is fine, it's a toss-up. Nobody has gotten either the original answer I had, which I would have given you credit for, or the actual answer that I'm pretty sure of now. So We'll see. But you got 2 minutes. Questions on the screen. And expansion week is a blast. It's been extremely busy for me, but it's been just a ton of fun, man. I've never organized so much events or put in so much work for a launch. Yeah, this is all Jesse Valentine, aka F777. So go check him out. He has a Stomp Out Hunger pack that's like most of his music. The dude is so prolific. He's been making music, I swear to God, since before I was alive, even though he's younger than me. He's unbelievably talented. He is also linked in the YouTube. One person has gotten this right, and then you have 20 seconds. You go, Maddie. All right. I'm going to give it to Coolster and Kaiben. The answer is 17. The original answer was 14, and I will explain. So, when you gain a Light Aura, Luminary skills are counted as anything while you're in Shroud, or any of your stances. This doesn't trigger it. Entering and exiting Radiant Shroud also does not trigger it. I forgot the stupid virtues. No, entering and exiting does not count as a Luminary skill, Kaiben, for reasons. You guys still get credit, though. That's my bad. It was 14. It's now not 14. It gives a new aura, but it doesn't detonate one. I agree with you. Well, it shouldn't, but, you know. Yep. Entering and exiting and auto-attacking in Forge or Veil or whatever we're calling it does not trigger it. But Luminary skills are any of the 2 through 5, including the flipovers, as well as any of the stances, which puts you 8 plus 6, which is 14, plus the virtues, which they added after I made that question. Thank you, ArenaNet. So much. So, basically, chat, you can do 17 bursts of Light Aura in a row in PvP. Super fair. Super comparable to King of Fires. Anyway, let's move on. Coolster and Kaiben, I need account name or character name or account names whenever you can. And we will over however rapidly you can gain them. The nutso thing they changed, Edmonton, on it is when you use a skill that, yeah, I think it's what Kaiben's linking. When you use a skill, like if you say use a Luminary skill that's a leap finisher that would generate and detonate a Light Aura, it will detonate the one you have and then wait a second and then apply a new one. So it's supposed to work that way. No, entering and exiting doesn't trigger it even if you already have it, Kaiben. Oh, that's a bug? I don't know, dude. You're still getting credit for this. Anyway. Easy, medium, hard, chat. You gotta catch these two gem hogs. I don't know, man. This game's impossible to code in, you know that. Extra hard. No, it's Willbender 4.0, dude. We skipped 3.0. Willbender has nothing on how broken this is. You have no idea. Hard, extra hard. A lot of chat is just like mean. King of Fires works that way, sort of, Coolster, because there's really only one Berserker skill that would generate and detonate a Light Aura, and the only reason King of Fires works that way is because Savage Leap does like 2 leap finishers in it. It does like 2 checks. So it's a leap finisher, and if you jump through a fire field, I believe... No, it only does the check at the end, but it will generate 2 different fire fields, so it sort of works that way. It does 2 leap finishers, it doesn't do 2 detonates, right? So what you can do with King of Fires is you can Savage Leap through a fire field and use the 0 cast time stun break to detonate the first fire field mid-jump, and then you'll generate and detonate another one before you end. but it will not wait a second like Sovereign of Light does. Mythic plus 20 difficulty. It's saying wow things at me. Alright, chat wants hard because they hate all of you. So, another hard question. This is a fun question, actually. This is a fun question. I actually really like this. Yeah, this game is so broken. Basically, leap finishers trigger twice. So this is going to be a specialization question. This is all of the specializations in the game. This is not just the new ones. I need to write down the answer. My computer is lagging. If you're very careful, you can listen to how many characters I typed. If anyone doesn't get any gold for their questions, please let me know. This question's kind of Mythic plus 20. I'm going to... This question I was actually wrong on. Here's another hint. This question I was actually wrong on the first time we covered it. And it's also changed a little bit. So, hard question, because chat has something wrong with them. Assuming one skill rotation in combat, which specialization can trigger the most stun breaks without getting out of combat and reslotting skills? So this is one resolution of like all of your skill button pushes. Exclamation point, the specialization in chat. Bonus points, but nothing really valuable, if you get the correct number of stun breaks. There's some nutso ones, for sure. And your hint for this was, I was wrong the first time we did this question. So think back, chat. Go back in time. Back in time. Does downstate count? Is there a stun break in downstate, Maddie? What? Tempest Mist form. Let's say downstate doesn't count. I didn't know it actually... What? Oh, man. The downstate is part of the Ellie rotation. Got him. This answer exploded my tiny ape brain when someone taught me this, chat. Got 3 minutes. Again, first place is 1,200 gems. Second place is 800, and third place is 400. Mostly provided to us by ANet. I should put that here. Before he says, bitte oui, it's not chrono. Let's do it like this. Nobody has, and you have to type the full elite spec. Nobody has gotten it so far, chat. This is including all the new ones, by the way. Gosh, I hope I get this answer right. I hate that. I hate that. Good enough. Firebrand's got a lot. Firebrand's got a lot. Seems good, right? Oh, also, it's in the question, I didn't read it. This includes traits. You can count 10 for Firebrand. Can you count 10 for Firebrand? I don't think you can count 10 for Firebrand. Maybe I'm wrong. So this is not like get out of combat, switch your skills thing. This is go into combat, trigger as many as you can in a row, right? I think most people got the question. There's a lot of matchup knowledge. Nobody has gotten the correct question or correct answer yet, chat. I love all of you. Does Tome of Courage stun break? Oh damn, Tome of Courage stun breaks, chat, that's a problem. I didn't actually know that, Maddie. Well, fuck. Yeah. Rigged again, that's true. No, I'm glad that I'm wrong about stuff. I didn't know Firebrand could get to 10. I'm gonna call it in 1 minute. I'm gonna put this on a separate window as well. So I will give you credit whether or not you got the right answer or the answer I had down. So yeah, they have also changed this question since I made it, which is fair. Alright, we're calling it, chat. No more entries. I suppose, since I'm a dumbass, Firebrand Tome 4 stun break, so it's technically Firebrand. The answer I had down was Chronomancer. Yeah. So I will give everybody who wrote Firebrand or Chrono credit. And the reason I did, and like I said, I love learning stuff about this too. The reason I had Chrono down, right, is that... So let me make sure I'm putting people in the right places and then I'll answer this. Okay, 5. Chrono can continuum split, right? Let's go over to the build editor. I don't know why Google Sheets insists on making a thing. So, Chronomancer can continuum split, and you can trait your skill 4 to stun break, right? So, that's 5 times 2. I did not realize, because I am a dumbass, that apparently this stun breaks and takes, like, how many pages as well? So you can also get to 10? That's wild to me. Yeah, it takes 2 pages in World vs. World and 1 page in PvE, but like that's still 10 easy, right, Maddie? That's fucking nutty. Chrono, yeah, Chrono is the shadow trait. I'm aware, so that gets you to 5 times 2. What if you do Chrono Mimic? I don't know. If Chrono can mimic Mantra of Concentration, then yeah, but to my knowledge, Mantra of Mimic will only mimic the last skill used, which is either Power Break or Mantras of Concentration charging. Not both. I don't know, man. I'm just giving it to everybody because, like, I didn't specify the game mode and I didn't specify, like, anything with that question, so don't worry about it. Let me do a drawing. Sight and Almighty Turkey have won. Congrats. Character names, when you can, I will send you 25 gold. You got scammed out. No, I gave you credit for Firebrand. You get credit in the total list of correct answers for all of that, Kale. Don't worry about it. Absolutely. If Pseudo gets something wrong, you guys still get credit. That's in the rules. Yes, you did hear correct. Thank you so much. See? So hard I even got a question wrong, chat. That's what Mythic plus 20 difficulty is. I make a question, they have a balance update 20 years ago that I forgot about, and it adds, I don't know, stuff. Game wrong. Game not wrong. Amalgam gets close. Amalgam gets like 7 or 8. Because you can reset stuff. Easy, medium, hard, Jet. We already did it, Maddie. You missed it. That was one of our medium questions, I believe. I'm going to give you guys an easier question because that was impossible. Yeah, Amalgam can get to 7 or 8. I forget what it is because you don't get your technical tool belt skills. I was looking at it the other day. This one requires spelling, chat, and a little bit of lore knowledge. Harder. Exclamation point harder. You're in the wrong chat. Alright. This is one of our, yeah, it was spelling. I think everyone just saw the answer as well, so now I need a different question. Oh well. It's me being dumb. I guess it doesn't require spelling. So the question was gonna be, when End of Dragons released, what is the specialization that had the longest range skill in the game? And the answer is Vindicator with Spear of Archimedes. Anyway, good thing we didn't answer that question, Chad. I would have looked like an idiot. I'll do another Mesmer question, though. This is a fun Mesmer question. You also got a 1 in 3 chance for this. Unless you count raids. Props to everyone who spells Archimedes correctly, though. Alright. Ah, my bad, chat. Here we go. Calm down. Calm down. Getting spicy. Portal has the furthest range in which game mode? I guess you have a 1 in 4 chance. PVX, they're all the same. PvE, World vs. World, or PvP. It's this funky portal skill. over on this Mesmer. Hopefully I don't get this one wrong too, chat. Yeah, some of them are old, a lot of them are new. I tried to do a little bit of a mix. Ugh. Stretch it out, chat. Posture check. No, Google, I don't want pre-built AI tables. I don't need to kill fish for my stupid online giveaway. If you think they're all the same, type PVX. Give you guys less time for this one. I'm gonna give 2 minutes. That ritualist damage, man. Stuff's nutty. Yeah, we ended up winning that game. I should put a timer. Timer's a good idea. Maybe next time. I like Dumbvid's answer. Oh, don't play PvP right now, dude. That is... You will just be mad. Everybody I've been talking with in Warpigs that is taking PvP at all seriously right now is critical is just angry. Like, nothing on them because like they have a right to be angry and frustrated, but it is just awful. The game was not built for such power. I recommend roaming because roaming's gonna have more build variety anyway. Angry about what? Imagine everything is broken. Now, will that into reality? I mean, to be fair, you're a god fighting other gods, right? So, it is what it is. Yeah, you get nuked by a Fulgent stance or reverse their burst or whatever it is. Alright. So everything's rifled? Kinda. Question is, which game mode does Portal have the longest range in? The answer is weird. It is PvP. I didn't know this. So in all the other game modes... Well, you got credit. We don't know if you won yet, Maddie. All the other game modes, it's 5,000. In PvP, it's 6,000. And I don't know why. I assume that in PvP that is because you don't actually hit a loading screen when you use it. But in all the other game modes you do if you go beyond the threshold of 5,000, which is really, really, really weird. Yeah, they need to cover the entire map, so they like made a special edge case when they made the game or something, right? So where's Coolster at? I'm adding these. Yo, people in YouTube chat, you gotta step up your game, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Twitch chat is creaming YouTube chat right now. Absolutely destroying you guys. You gotta step it up. Alright, let's do some drawings here. A couple people got it. Sorry, I've gotta enter a lot of these new names manually for people who've been showing up. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. If you do end up winning something, I will try to do my best to get you the prize. But yeah, it's mad weird. Maddie gets a point. Young Potato Salad gets a point. Andrew gets a point. Dumb vids in Turkey. Turkey's cooking, man. My restream bot is still creaming everybody, though. It says 5,000 on the wiki. I know, that's wrong. You shouldn't get ads on Twitch. Nah. The only reason you're getting ads on... I've explained this a billion times. The only reason you're going to get an ad in the middle of a Twitch stream is if the streamer turns it on. I know. It says 5,000. It's dumb. Either that or I made the question. When I made the question, it was 6,000. Either way. Yeah, 6,000 for PvP. That's what I'm going on. So, I don't know. When I tested it once upon a time, it was 6,000. We should test it though, chat. We should test it. I'm giving credit for 6,000 for this question though. So Coolster and Turkey have won more money. I'm curious now. Let's grab DJ Backtrack. Let's go science this together, chat. I wonder if it works in Heart of the Mists, or if you have to actually go into a match. Because I swear to God, when I made this question, I looked at my bar. Yeah, it says 5,000 in the game as well. Alright, fine. Might have to give some PVX people some credit. And, wonder when that was updated. We're all learning together, chat. You have to rake through all the questions. This is a good time to get a drink, I think. Or a snack. We'll resume in like 5 minutes. I want to catch up. And now I'm really curious. 5,000. I'm gonna go what I think is like way longer than 5,000. Okay, that was definitely 6,000. Yeah, I didn't think they didn't add the split with the skill. I think Kybin's right. Because I swear to God I tested this as well. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it with the answer for 6 because wiki foo. So that's some nonsense. Coco, need a I know you don't like learning, but you like winning money, so I need some that Coco name again, unless you've changed your name. Alright, chat. Let's bring it back to VOE stuff. Give people who are getting snacks and bio breaks and stuff a second. While I mail out money. Love this cape, by the way. It's got like the VOA logo that, let me see if I can do it. So shows kind of when she swishes. Very cool. You got another 25 gold for that. Have a good night, Maddie. Thank you for joining. Hope your day at the gym was awesome. I don't know how you can go to bed that, like, right after going to the gym like that. So we will resume in 3 minutes, chat. Oh, thank you. Send you another 25 gold. Don't know why it did that. It's alright, we're still on a break. I must have a hotkey set to mute my mic on OBS. I'm gonna see if I can figure that out. Yeah. I'm done. We unmuted it, chat. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. Is a stream rule. Coco's gonna open his or her mail, like, tomorrow and be like, why do I have 200 gold in here? Mute and unmute. Yeah, we're getting rid of that. That's going away forever. I did have a button set for it, apparently. No, I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that as well, Kevin. That if you play Ritualist, no one needs to enter Shroud. And Relic of the Pirate Queen, the other thought I had, I think, that Relic of the Pirate Queen just gives you infinity quickness in PvE, so you don't need to bring a quickness provider anymore. It's kind of insane. Good to know that hotkey worked, though. Alright, chat. Get your brain, it's almost time. We're gonna speed run the rest of the VOE questions. So we still have Conduit, Gale Shot, Antiquary, Amalgam, Troubadour, Ritualist. I'm gonna let, of those classes, first person to type one in chat will do a question about that elite spec. We got a Conduit, Gale Shot, Antiquary, Amalgam, Troubadour, Ritualist. Oh, we already did the Ritualist one. I lied. JK. No more Ritualist. Troubadour. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna take a cheeky pick at the build editor as well. Setting up the question. Hopefully everyone got their snacks. Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic week. Kybin, for not playing this game, I've gotta say I'm pretty impressed with your, like, general systems knowledge. Just, like, this nonsense. Alright. Troubadour question is up, chat. What is the greatest number if you add all the percent modifiers together that Troubadour can achieve from their instrument playing buff in any game mode? It already is on the Trading Post Critical. There's one for 10,000 gold. I was very tempted to buy it for this giveaway. I'm not getting a personalized search. Yeah, I fucking know that. Oh my god, don't turn on my web activity. I use Firefox so you won't track me. Fuck this game. Fuck this game called internet usage, dude. Unbelievable. 120. Bold. Zero, it was an illusion. True. Did you know you can buy elite specs from the PvP lobby, by the way, chat, while we do this? This is very weird, but you can. I did not know this. And buy it for like league tickets now. Tybin, if you get this wrong, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, it's real strange. What's really strange is I swear before this patch, and it wasn't in the notes, that they caused testimonies as well. Probably don't have enough to unlock Troubadour as well. Hey, Zephyrix! Thank you for the follow. Welcome, dude. I mean, you're allowed to not, right? Like, I can't decide if I like Paragon or not. It's mad strange. Some specs are just not for you, you know? Question is on screen, and just to make sure, I'm going to... Am I counting altered chord? I'm counting... I might rephrase the question, hang on, chat. Because they changed the name of the buff. So, hold on. This would have been a lot easier if ANet hadn't renamed all their crap. Between when I made all these questions and literally today. Oh my god. Oh my god. They changed all of it. I'm scrapping this question, chat. I'm making an executive decision to scrap this question because they changed it so much, and I would have to go to all of the different game modes and then add this together. That sucks. So before you used to just get 4% from each instrument, now you get this bullshit. The original answer was 36, and I changed it based on what I saw in the build editor to, because it had 3 modifiers and you had 4 instruments, or you had 3, whatever, it doesn't matter. The original answer doesn't matter because it's not knowledge you should put into your brain. Anyway, we'll move past the Troubadour question. It has killed me. Yeah, it's over 9 million now. Nobody gets points for that one, chat, not even me. Sorry, we're all learning together about all the useless knowledge you can put into your brain. Oh yeah, the Guild Wars 2 editor's mad out of date, but I noticed that he is updating it like literally right now. So we will go to a different question. Alright, Troubadour, thanks for nothing. Just registered. This is one I'm sure of. And this is a hard one, chat. So let's do an easy one and then we'll do the hard one. This is a Gale Shot question. So again, Kevin, if you get this wrong, might have to kick you out of the guild. Saying. Apologies for all the, like, you know, working it out together answers, chat. I think I've only had 2 so far, which is pretty good. Last time I had like 6. Because I'm sticking to the portal answer. Here's your Gale Shot question, chat. Not counting externally unblockable applied effects, e.g. from sources like Signet of the Hunt, how many unblockable skills does Gale Shot add to Ranger's kit? too many. I'm like 98%. Now my confidence is shaken, chat. I'm like 98% sure on this one, though. Just Gale shot the specialization. How much does it add to the kit? Not how much you will have total. Stag. You can change your answer. That is allowed. Cheating is allowed. Going to the wiki is allowed. Looking at game things is apparently also allowed, which I probably should have done more of before the stream, but I did try to confirm most of this crap, so I put in so much effort for the stream, chat. You have no idea how much more effort this is than just like running around the Borderlands complaining about Bladesworn. It's weird. Very, very much allowed to cheat, very much allowed to copy chat's answers, homework, all of that nonsense. Whew. Need a posture check, chat. We also need more ideas for what to do with the little emotes in chat. Not sure how late we'll go tonight. Already not that late. I already feel exhausted, but not that late yet. Make the emotes explode. Could do that. It's an idea. Can only see one. But can you feel more than one, is the real question. It'll take your most recent answer, Gold Magistrate. So by the time is up in 2 minutes, make sure you get whatever you want to answer in. Which was my first character? So, my first character was all the way at the end of these things that I own, this level 2 or 32 guy that I only ever use for the birthday gifts. He was my first. And I am so glad I didn't delete him in the 6 months that I took between learning how to play video games. Because when I, weirdly enough, Muckluck's doing this challenge right now called Craft Locked, where you can like only craft weapons and stuff. And that's kind of how I thought MMOs worked. I was too stupid. I'd never played a real MMO, so I didn't understand you got your gear from the trading post. So I was playing Core Mesmer, and it was really, really hard for me because I couldn't like get out of the leveling zones. It was like impossible. It was like, why is everything one-shotting me? Like, my gear sucks, dude. Yeah, he's also playing it hardcore, so you can't die. And I was having so much trouble just like learning an MMO because I was like, dude, I don't know if this is just a grind fest or what, but this is like a hard vertical wall. I don't know where these people, there's got to be like a secret vendor or something where you buy your gear and stuff. But yeah, you buy all your gear from the trading post, and I just didn't know that because it was like my first MMO like forever ago. But I'm really glad I never deleted that character because, you know, birthday gifts. Also, thank you so much for all the new followers and whatnot. I usually stream Monday, Wednesday, sometimes Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. I am Pseudo. Lots of build crafting, theory crafting. As you can tell, quite fun hanging out, talking about builds, especially with the new expansion where everything's broken. Kind of crazy, but it's been pretty fun. So get subscribed, get followed if that's your thing. If not, totally fine as well. But I do giveaways every Monday just out of my own pocket, and I give away lots and lots of gold. So try to pass it on to new players because I don't need this much money. Which is going to be awkward when Kaiben ends up winning the giveaway. All right, current scores as far as people in first, second, and third. There's one person in first. There is one person in second. The first place person has 10 correct answers. The person in second has 9 correct answers. And we have a 2 or 3-way tie with 7 correct answers for third place. But definitely people can catch up. That is definitely a thing. All right, chat. The correct answer to how many unblockable attacks did Gale Shot add to Ranger's kit is 2. Would anyone like to say what they are in chat? That's what I thought. Supersonic Arrow and Perfect Storm. The Elite Skill and the Gale Bow 5 are both unblockable. Let me see if I can pull up the build editor. This is not technically unblockable. It will block projectiles. Yep. But it is sort of... I think they made, like, new tech when you need to deflect projectiles that is, like, unblockable to projectiles or something. But yeah, Supersonic Arrow and Perfect Storm. This one got a buff after... to be unblockable after Teapot rocketed himself across the map with it, which was quite funny. But almost everybody got credit for that. Let's do a drawing. Let's get some gold out to you guys. And easy medium... let's actually choose between the specializations that we've got left here. That's Gale Shot. We have Antiquary, Amalgam, and Conduit left for VOE questions. HG, you may have joined late, but you just won 25 gold, so character name or an account name, as well as Stag over on YouTube. Character name or an account name whenever you guys can, and I will get that out to you. Antiquary is the first one. Oh boy, are you gonna regret that. But yeah, HGH, G, and Stag with Leg, aka iCover, aka Mr. Zaples. Character name or an account name, and I will shoot you 25 gold because we are doing drawings between the correct answers as well. It's not just cumulative. We already did Troubadour, and I was stupid about it. How many instruments does Troubadour have? Oh, CMC who fired himself across Tangled Depths. Well, shows what I know, dubious. I watched like 8 seconds of that stream because apparently there wasn't much information in it. Alright. Antiquary. So I am going to ask you guys for this answer as a fraction. Does that make any sense? Chat's like, oh no. What have we done? So this question sounds hard. It is much less hard than it's going to sound. Are you ready? All right, too bad. So, now that Split Deck has been made baseline, what is the cumulative mathematical chance of getting any one artifact that you want if you have the Prolific Plunderer trait equipped? And I'm going to add as a fraction. So the most reduced fraction, so like think math, you know, think old school math. And Pseudo needs to confirm that Prolific Plunderer is still the same trait because they keep changing the shit. If no one gets it right, I will let you defend yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I did the math on this right. It's really cool. F, you suck at probabilities. Yeah, Prolific Plunderer is still the same trait. Here's a hint, chat. Prolific Plunderer is the trait, in case you don't want to log into the game. discounting the bomb. God, you know what I meant. So, like, Prolific Plunder is the trait that gives you 3 artifacts. And you cannot get the same artifact twice. It's a great question, HG. I need my phone for this. Make sure I got it right. Fuck, I got this wrong too. God damn it. Why am I so stupid, chat? Oh no, I didn't get it wrong. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I didn't get this wrong. I don't think. Jesus. We'll see. Most reduced fraction. Math! Quick look at the reflection of his sunglasses. Yo, is Garin wear sunglasses? I didn't know that. Nobody has the answer that I have down, but I will accept challenges on this one. $420. Be funny. This one's actually kind of cool. You want to argue mine or yours? Okay. I will accept. I will show my work and then I will let chat argue and prove me wrong. Yes, split deck guarantees you 1 offensive and 1 defensive relic, and there are 8 relics total. 4 of them are offensive, 4 of them are defensive. What is the total chance that you will get the 1 artifact that you want if you have Prolific Plunderer equipped? Here's another hint. It's way fucking higher than I thought it was. I'm gonna give you guys some time. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes on this one. I'm gonna get a little mini snack 1 sec. Ugh. Need a cupboard for a feeding assistant. Shovel food into my mouth. I'm glad I asked as a fraction as well. I'm so... Literally, chat, I spent 6 hours troubleshooting and prepping and, like, making sure all this crap worked, and I'm so glad it's, like, working out at least a little bit. You have no idea how much work this stream took today. So again, thank you for all the Prime subs. Thank you for everyone who shows up every week. Thank you so much for just giving us this opportunity to be an ANet partner. Like, it means the world to me. I genuinely mean it. It's really been a lot of fun. It's going to continue being a lot of fun. The amount of feedback the partners have given them that's been solid, I cannot emphasize enough, has been so good that they've asked us for. So, good job. You guys did this. 1 person has gotten the right answer, chat. Or I'm completely wrong. I have no idea is not the correct answer. It's close. It's not the right answer. I'll give you guys 2 more minutes. We'll draw it at 20. I'm hungry. You can call whoever. Yeah. Just call a random person and ask them. Don't give them any context for that either. I found iCover. He didn't know I had his account saved, but I did. This is a normal steel cabin. The bomb is the elite skill. The bomb happens during the elite skill. Alright, chat. This is how I got the answer. And 2 people have entered what I had down. I had... Why is it under the Pilfer tooltips? Because of the possibility. I'm gonna just say, did anyone in chat include the or possibility of getting a bomb in their answer? Because if so, I'll let you give you more time to answer. Assuming you're not getting a bomb with a steel. No, yes, okay. Assuming you're not getting a bomb with a steel cabin. It's alright, that's still wrong. This is fun. I really hope I'm not wrong about this. Alright. This is how I got here. So we're gonna go to Antiquary. I'm gonna pull up Firefox, and y'all gonna math with me along with the class. Antiquary's nuts, but it's also just math the class. Prolific Plunderer gives you these 3 artifacts. Normally you only have 2. Prolific Plunderer gives you 3, right? Split Deck, this trait is now baseline. So whenever you steal, you get 1 offensive and 1 defensive, right? So you want one of these 8 artifacts. Let's just say Chalk Shield. So you have a 1 out of 4 chance of getting Chalk Shield. Cool. So that's 1/4, right? 0.25. Can't see you're in the corner. That's a good point. Chalk Shield. We did it. Good call. So 3 artifacts, 1 out of 4 chance of getting this. Right? Cool. And then this is 0, because this is going to be a defensive artifact. So it does not give you, or it's going to be an offensive relic. I guess Chalk Shield makes sense. It's a defensive relic. So that adds nothing, right? And then you have 6 artifacts left. So you have a 1 out of 6th chance of getting that artifact that you want if you did not get it the first time. Say you got, like, I don't know, another defensive relic, and you wanted Chalk Shield, and you didn't get it. This would add 0. So the total, right, you can't get repeats. So the total chance is 1/4 plus 1/6, or 1/4 plus 1/6, which is 2 what is it? 3/12 plus 2/12, which is 5/12. As far as I can tell. Does it roll in order? I don't think that matters. So that would be Kale and HG got that right. I will give you both money for that. I love that question. Feel free to challenge if you have a different answer. Just go ahead, it's critical. Dupes count for the random. What do you mean dupes count for the random? I'm going to give them money because they had what I had. If it rolls random for... Okay, can you use more words, please? Right, which is like 41% chance to get what you want. I don't think you can get a dupe, Kevin. To my knowledge, that's how this shit works. No, I like that one. So I need HG and Kale to give me character names or account name. Does 1/8 first, then the random isn't down to 1/6. Fuck, you're right. Are you right? No, it's still 1/6 because it still pulls 2 artifacts out of the pool. Yeah. It'll be down to 1 out of 7? No, it wouldn't, because it pulls 2 artifacts out of the pool. I think I'm right. Yeah, it pulls 2 artifacts out of the pool no matter what, so it's still 1 out of 6 because you still didn't get the thing. If you got the thing the first time, it's 1 out of 4. Yeah, I'm super right. Whatever. That's the answer we're going with. Defensive hasn't been removed yet. Like the trait doesn't work? What are you saying? I mean, I believe you. Just... Kyvan, you'll have to explain this to me sometime. I have a feeling you're gonna win something, dude, so just... Yeah. Can kick chat? No, chat... Yeah, chat should ask the PvP lobby. Oh my god. HG, just give me a character name and account name. I don't know. I still like that question. I think that question's fun. Alright, amalgam or conduit, chat? First one to type something in chat gets it. Amalgam. I saw amalgam. We're doing amalgam. Alright, cool. Yeah, Antiquary's still, like, wild that you have around a 50% chance to just get what you want no matter what, with that trait, which is kind of cool. It just moves where it's gonna be. Amalgam. So, where's the amalgam question? Fuck, I might be wrong. Well, no. No, I think prolific rolls after the first two. I also don't think it matters, right, Coolster? Or I think Kaiben's saying prolific rolls before the other two. So if prolific rolls before the other two, if it does, it changes the odds. Okay, so if prolific rolls before the other two, then it's 1 out of 8. I see what you're saying now. And then it would be 1 out of whatever the crap it is, plus whatever is remaining, which is like 8 other formulas. Yeah, okay. Antiquary math. Anyway, we're doing an amalgam question, chat. And I'm just gonna defer to the answers I have written down for these next ones. Even though I think that there's a chance that I could be wrong about this nonsense. Let me switch to my antiquary while we do this, but antiquary question, or sorry, amalgam question is kind of similar to the old stun break question, but it's just for Amalgam. So, assuming one skill rotation in combat, what is the maximum number of stun breaks an Amalgam could trigger in a row? This includes relevant traits, etc. Many of you probably have already tested this. Copying whatever Kale says. Looks like a lot of people are copying whatever Kale says. I didn't say this earlier. Maddie said something to this effect earlier. I'm also very curious where Maddie got his answer. This has been fun. Let me know, especially if you catch the VOD for this, whether or not you liked it, whether or not you didn't, what I can do better. These take a crap load of prep, but the more I do them, the more we get used to them and stuff. So, all good there. This is kind of what an Amalgam looks like, what their skill bar looks like. Little fox lady. I think chat's just tired and doesn't want to do math anymore, which is fair. Pseudo's a little tired and wants burritos, but we're going to finish out the stream. I had no idea how long this was going to take. I think we've actually only done like 12 questions. I want to get at least 20, so some of these toward the end might be repeats of stuff we've done in the past. We need more trick questions. No. I think that antiquary question was more of a trick question. I have some warrior twick questions. We could do those. This glorious purple I found for this cape, chat. It's so pretty. Ignore the clipping. Let's go explore Castora. More script questions. I tried to do one for each class, and I tried to make them vary in difficulty. I'm sorry the Troubadour one, like, got screwed up. You're one of the people in the lead, Coco. I don't know if you want to let it all burn. What purple is that? Well, I think it's Deep. The Deep is the name of the dye, actually. I will check for you, because I'm not doing anything better. Yeah, the Deep. It's a deep purple. And the cape is... Cape is cape. Cape is guild captain's cape. Yeah. Came right after the Troubadour question, what happened? I can go over who's... I can't say who's leading, but I can say the scores. Evan says 6, everybody else says 7. Obscure NPC questions. We could do some new... So chat, I will say about the NPC thing, I am 1,000,000,000%, no offense to the writers, I am 1,000,000,000% more invested in the little side journals of pieces of writing for this expansion than I am in every other piece of media they've ever produced for the story. I just like pirates. Hate just to be different. Okay, Mr. 1 divided by e to the pi. There's a lot of... Oh, PSA as well, chat. I think I forgot to mention this. So, ArenaNet's Extra Life stream is coming up. I think it's November 26th, around there. Don't quote me, but it's the end of November. If you would like to get one of your pets in the game, you can donate Joe. They're somehow still doing it, like $20 or $20 or $30 to Extra Life. It's not donating to him, it's donating to a children's hospital. And get your pet in the game. It's really, really cool. There's lots of other, like, streams and balance, rewards you can get for Extra Life, but... It's an amazing cause, and I can't shout it out enough. If you want to just tell Cal the Buff Blade Sworn, that'd be great too. Don't tell him I sent you. I'll get kicked out. But Yeah, and also, hi, I'm Pseudo. I'm a partner now. If you'd like to support the channel, the link is in the description of the Twitch and YouTube streams. If you like stuff here, we do trivia, giveaways every Monday. Usually it's just me asking you what you had for breakfast. Sometimes it's game knowledge like this. This stream is partially sponsored by ArenaNet. Thank you so much to them. So I have to shout that out, but they give us a bunch of codes for the stream, which I'll be giving to you people. We gave away a bunch of the community chests already, so it's going to be fun. Donates to have a pet named Buff Blades for him. That's a really good idea, and I'm glad I didn't see that. That's an amazing idea, actually. I donated when they changed Daring Dragon. I think I asked him, gave him $20 to try to get him to say, "Hey, is there any chance we'll change this back?" And he just didn't read the question, so which is fair. But he's answered my stuff in the past. Like, I make it a rule to only ask him one question a year because I think it's really rude to try to, like, pay people to, you know, answer your selfish questions. One year they had some of the old devs on, and I asked him what's up with longbow. Warrior longbow, he said he considers it a melee weapon. No, really, which I sort of get. Because it's so bad when you're not in melee. That's why it originally kind of had kick as a spacing tool on it, and then they made that a utility skill. I also asked him what's up with, like, axe movement speed on X5 one year. I don't have a problem. Shut up, chat. Alright, question was, how many stun breaks can you cram onto an Amalgam's bar? The answer that I have down is 7. This is achieved through being able to reset your morph skills. 2 of the morph skills are stun breaks, and that's 3 other skills that you can put on your bar. The reason it is not 8 is because you lose your tool belt skills. Lots of people got this question right, so I need to add everybody to the pile here, and then we will do a drawing. Stag, you are over on YouTube, and I can't count. That is good. How many blast finishers? Infinite blast finishers on NG. Infinity blast finishers, dog. If we have a tie for any of the places, depending on how many people it is, I will do my best to try to... Oh, Kaiba, did you change your answer? Oh, dang. We may have a new tournament leader here, chat. Dang, dude. It's okay. It's okay. Kevin has enough money. HG gets a point for that. Scritical gets a point for that. Gold Magistrate gets a point for that somehow. And Kale gets a point for that. Alright, let me do a roll between the correct answers here. Woot, you're on the board. You have 3. Silly. Oh, I gotta add Kale's point. You almost successfully distracted me from giving Kale another point. That's happened like 4 times this stream so far. Dude. Etterborn is cleaning up, and Angsaba is also cleaning up with the RNG giveaways, so you guys may not be in the lead, but you are... sorry if I'm butchering your name, by the way. I really try, but I'm stupid and was educated in the States. So, this person has one as well over on YouTube. Thank you. I think you are a sub there. Send mail. 25 gold. Pretty sick, huh? Yeah. Thanks about over on YouTube. Give me a character name or an account name when you can. We will go on to... We'll go on to a... Here's a trick question for you, chat. Here's trick question for chat. I don't know if I want to do this. Chat's gonna get mad at me. More squid questions. You say that now. So this is This is not in fractions. This is in, like... Y'all gonna get mad at me, dude. I'm doing it. We're doing this. Here's your esoteric trick question that I'm telling you is a trick question right off the bat. Is it more stats? No more stats ever. We're fill in X, chat. Thank you for the name. I will send that out. The question is on screen. I almost sent you 1 gold. I don't know why. In what game mode? In all of them. Should be the same in every single game mode. I should say, here's a hint. There. Are we happy? I also think I spelled terrestrial wrong. How do you spell terrestrial, chat? How do you spell terrestrial? The real question is, did Pseudo spell terrestrial right? Oh, I did. Sick. Whatever. Good enough. So fill in X, chat. What if Dragon Trigger boost? Yeah, I know, right? Me too. This is a good song, by the way. I was gonna do a mix of music to pirate, too. Yeah, Dragon slash boost. You know what I mean. You're right. It's... Without giving the game away, it's the Dragon Trigger too. You're right. It's Dragon slash boosts. And technically the, if you want to get really, really, really pedantic, the, like, dash thing is... Rest. Shut up. Actually in the game, that's a good question, Kaiben. The total casting time to when you press the skill to when the skill goes off. Not the full travel distance. Looking at my dashboards here. Don't know how long your fingers are. Approximately 1 boost, right? Not the full travel distance. When you press the skill to when it starts actually, moving you. Given that you have quickness. And I am 8,000% sure of my answer. But I'm only going to give you 1 more minute to answer this, chat. Again, shout out to Jesse Valentine, aka F777, for the music for this stream. Really, really talented techno artist. Wait. Waiting. You have 30 seconds. There's a pebble on the ground in front of you. I know, right? Oh, such a good remix. I just want to go explore Castora. Fuck Trivia Night, dude. If so, you don't move. Alright. Dumb Vids is the only one currently with a correct answer, so I will give them money and add them to the trivia pool. The correct answer is 1 second. The reason for this is... the casting time before they added the unskippable delay was 1/2 second. They added an unskippable, undocumented, unupdated to the tooltip 1/2 second delay to casting the skill. Also, neither quickness nor slow actually affect how fast you cast Dragon Slashes, despite that not being anywhere on Bladesworn. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Still want more trick questions, chat? How we doing? You alright? Class is so dumb. It's so stupid. Dumb Vids, I need a character name. Feel like that wasn't the question I asked. I feel like it was clear enough. If you have quickness, what is the total casting total of Terrestrial Dragon Slash? Yeah. I feel like if you want me to ask accurate trick questions, they're not going to be very tricky. You're on NA? I think I'm on NA. Yeah, it worked. Australian lag is 2 seconds. Yeah. Delay isn't cast time, it's part of movement, which is unaffected like most. Right. The problem with that is delay isn't, like, the same for Dragon Trigger. Because the hit... so, the reason I'm gonna stick to my guns on this Kaiban is the hitbox takes longer to, like, actually start moving. I don't know, you're probably right. What did you enter? 1/2. I'm sticking to the 1 second. Sticking to the 1 second. Alright. Well, no more trick questions, chat. No more trick questions. Maybe one more trick question, chat. I'm having fun. Ah, do. I don't know why they did it, dude. It's weird. Alright. More warrior questions, or what are we doing here, chat? Those are pretty easy, and we've done those before. Those are pretty easy, and we've done that before. Here we go. This one's fun. This one's also updated since the last time we asked it. Yeah, and the great part is you can instacast Phoenix over and over now. It's wonderful. Okay. So let me update the answer. This one's kind of fun. This is like a medium question, chat. Although just about every class except a warrior should be able to answer this. Let me make sure I'm not just copying the answer and pasting it in chat. So the question is, if you add the reveal durations in the 3 primary game modes together, you get this number. what is the number? So like X seconds. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff like Signet of Ferocity that rounds down Goliath that's really annoying. Like, or Signet of Fury, the one that gives you a bunch of adrenaline, like says it has a 0 cast time but still has an animations, Signet of Fury. So it just, like, the way their tooltips work is they round down, but if it has any cast time at all, it just shows up as 0 if it's between 0 and 1/4. It's real annoying. Yeah, and the hint for this one is the answer has actually changed since the last time we asked this one. Dumb Vids, did you give me a character name? I feel like you did, but maybe you didn't for that. Character name or an account name, if you didn't get 25 gold. I'm gonna be so poor after this. When did I last ask this? We did a trivia night. I think I was looking at it like a year ago in April, so a little bit year and change, or something like that. We have a trivia stream that's a lot like this up. I sent it. Okay, thank you for being honest. Appreciate it. Actually play some of this gorgeous. Dude, I just want to like run around. I don't even want to play VOE because I don't want to spoil it. April's before. Dude, shut up. I'm so bad with math. You already saw the antiquary question, how well that went. I can't do months, man. I still need to count the months on my hands. I don't know. YouTube said a year. It was like 2024 in April. Something like that. Yeah, if you like this, you could check out that stream. Maybe I'll have it linked on here. Yeah, if you add the reveal durations of all the primary game modes, you get this number. What is the number? Top 3 favorite expansions for Guild Wars or top 3 favorite expansions of anything? That's a good way to play, honestly. Just mobile slot machine antiquary. And don't worry, chat, we'll be back to our... I'll probably take, like, Monday and just do something chill. Maybe we'll do a stream on Sunday or Saturday. So, again, get subscribed or followed for some actual build crafting. I don't really know. But, like... You know what would be a really good name for an antiquary? Toss a coin, actually, and then just, like, dress him up like Geralt. But, yeah, get subscribed, get followed. I'm trying to do more streams a little bit earlier in the time slot, as well as on the weekends, so hopefully we can do some of that. Are you okay? What? Oops, I didn't read any of that. Are you okay? Ben in love. Yeah. I'm gonna buy your hero point from World vs. World, thanks. POF, VOE, and Janther Wilds. I didn't love Janther, but that's... I don't know. POF hit me really hard because I like Egyptian culture and stuff, even though it's, like, you know, fake Egyptian. End of Dragons hit me really hard because I didn't hate the story and the writing's pretty good and I got Bladesworn out of it. Those are probably my favorite too. And then this one. Yeah, POF was nutty good. The metas weren't very good, but everything else about it was pretty good. Alright, chat, you've had enough time. You'll have 1 more minute. The question is, what is the total reveal duration in all the game modes if you add it together? I have a feeling a lot of people are going to get this late. Everyone's like all hopped up on goofballs from all our math questions. They're like ready, man. They're like, oh, an easy question on the test, thank God. The meta was Spellbreaker when POF came out. Yeah, different skills have different reveals. But I'm talking about, like, if you get the reveal... Fuck. Okay. Kaiben needs to run Trivia Night, because he's probably better at writing questions than I am. But... the general used a stealth attack reveals you debuff you get. I will let people change their answers, although I doubt anybody will. Bunker spell? No, whatever kind of Spellbreaker. Sword... Greatsword... pure offense Spellbreaker was crazy. because Magebane Tether gave you like 5 stacks of might per pulse or something, and then you used Might Makes Right and Discipline and never died. And back then, that was a lot of healing. Kevin's right, though. There are some skills that reveal you, I think on Ranger and stuff, and Mesmer, that reveal you less or more. Dude, credit to my dragon stamina, right? Like, I could go to the gym, come back, and he'd still be flapping. Floating in place. Alright. The correct answer is 11. So I believe most, if not everybody, got that correct. It is 3 plus 4 plus 4 because they have changed World versus World and updated it to be more like PvP, where now the general reveal duration is 4 seconds. The more you know. We're gonna do 2 more questions, I think, tonight, chat. So let me get these entries in. And do some drawings. Y'all been amazing hanging out tonight. Where's Coolster? Because they're not in order. That's what I could do. I can alphabetize this, make it go faster. Point for Cabin, point for Critical. Really should have written a bot to do this, but it's alright. Where is Kale at? Here we are. 56 points. No, that's wrong. And my restream bot's still in the lead. Alright. Two more questions, I think. I will let you guys choose the category, though. That is a terrible song. Ooh, this one's good. This one's good, this one's good, this one's good. And this is another thief question. So, grab your kids, hide your wife. We got another thief question. Unless there's some... Actually, let me check real quick. Hold on. Make sure Antiquary doesn't have something insane. Alright, I'm just gonna say, just in case Antiquary has something, I'm gonna say, assuming you're not an Antiquary. Although I think the answer's the same. So, hang on one sec. This is a PvP thief question for the 3 people in chat. As a thief, which of the 9 base professions do you have to be fighting to give yourself Chaos Aura? Think, chat. Think. The real play would be like get multiple questions going at once, right? I think that'd be real fun. Some of y'all gonna be male capped. Yeah, I don't think Antiquary gets any more sauce for this. But I could be wrong. You know what I really want for this expansion, chat? And I think I'm on max is... Where's the draw distance thing? Oh, there is an LOD distance. There's an ultra LOD distance now. Oh, that's going up. Environment high, LOD distance, ultra. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah, fuck my frame rate, dude. I'm fine with that. What is this? 51? Let's go, dude. Yeah, that was irritating me. That's so much better. Yeah, the antiquary benchmark has to be like so variable. I know they were trying to mitigate that, but I don't see them ever doing the cabbage. Ever doing that. Alright, chat. You have until I finish harvesting all this cabbage to get your entries in. I'd like to answer the necromancer trivia question as well, but I think everyone's already knows the answer to that one. Necromancer chaos aura nonsense. And if anyone catching the VOD or even during the stream has suggestions, let me know in the comments. I will be checking the comments for this video. So again, thumbs up helps and comments help. Let me know what I can do better. Need to eat real cabbage. Drink some water, dude, so you don't have a hangover, unless you're one of those blessed people that just does not get hangovers. Alright, cabbage is done. Cabbage is harvested, chat. Oh, I have a waypoint to get. See, this is the problem, chat. Visions of Eternity is a really good expansion, and I just kind of want to play it. For 25 bucks, Visions of Eternity's value is insane. Alright. You did it. We did it, we did it, we did it. The answer is engineer. Answer is engineer. Lots of people got it. Good job to all of you. My restream bot has won again. Rigged. Turkey, aka Coco. I will need a character name while I enter all of this. Inscritical, which is probably deserved. I will also need a character name. So that is Almighty Turkey and Scritical have won. But everyone else gets credit for their correct answer of 11, or whatever the question was. Engineer, sorry. Too many moving parts. I will say, there are two people who are very close to second. So this last question might decide it. How many right is second? I will be able to tell you after this. Yeah, there's a couple things like that, Almighty Turkey, that you can just skip, like, challenges and stuff if you're a certain class, which is kind of cool, because that was one of the complaints people had about, like, more class-specific nonsense. Alright, finish entering these. That was Gold Magistrate. I think I gave Kaiban a point. I did give Kaiban a point. That was almost close. I don't know why I went out of order. Kale gets a point. Ulster gets a point. Ulster is crushing it. Scritical gets a point. This is for thirst, second, and first, chat. I'm just developing dyslexia as we stream. It's great. Oh, right. Yeah, there's different... I don't think there's more per profession, but there's a bunch of different ones. No worries. We only have one more question, so you should steal Edmonton's laptop or something for this last question. So... Because you are, I think, in third. Very close to third. Yeah. Alright. So, last question is Conduit. We are counting resonance variants as their own skills. Who's winning? I'm not telling you. Alright, I'll tell you. Coolster is in the lead with 13 points. Kaiban is right on his butt with 11 points. No, Kaiban has 12 points. So depending on who gets what right, this is... I feel like I should make a more concrete question, chat. So I'm going to go test this question before I ask it. Kaiban has 12. Coolster has 13. Almighty Turkey has 10. And Avalita has 9. Or Aeterborn Avalita has 9. You can lose. You can. If you get this wrong and Kaiben gets it right, you can tie, I guess. I'm going to go check Conduit real quick, so y'all get a drink of water, and then we'll do this. I don't want to get this wrong, though. Where are all my Revenants? Do I not have Revenants? I have Revenants. Yeah, thank you to everybody who came. Don't worry, you can still win money. For this last question, but I'm going to check Conduit real fast, because I wanna make sure I got this right. If you're real clever, you can try to figure out what I'm trying to check. Why'd I have all these heroics sitting around? Also, if you do win something, I will say, it will help me immensely if you are around and I can give you these codes toward the end of the stream. If you can't, that's fine. If you're on a phone, that's fine too. Whatever works. I will, of course, keep it until you can claim it, but... And also, please let me know if you are on Steam or Epic, because that is a bit of an issue. I really hope I get this question right. Raza is so weird, dude. I try to word this correctly for Kaiben as well. Oh god. I don't know if I want to ask this. Hang on. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna put on a VOD for you guys to find girls and guys to watch while I figure this out. This is a cool question. I wanna be able to ask it correctly. This is the extreme difficulty. This is just the Pseudo didn't read the tooltip update thing correctly. Nope, I'm gonna pick a different question because this is gonna be too weird and I'm not gonna phrase it correctly. And I don't trust myself. I will tell you what I was going to ask though, chat. I was going to ask how many different skills, including all their variants, does Raja add? But Raja, the new thing is like Raja empowers your off legend, but only some of them some of the time. And it's extremely weird, so I don't want to ask that one either. That's like a troubadour thing, and I would have to figure it out and stuff. Not bad. Only had to take 2 down here. What can we do? Oh, this one's fun. Okay, this can be our last question. This is a really, really cool question from last time as well. And it's reasonably difficult, so it's kind of appropriate for an ultimate question here. But I will try to make my wording as accurate as I can for it. Let me input the answer. Everyone can come back to their computer, get a drink of water, and we will get this going. So how about a question on thermodynamics? Like the college? Then Rada sum? Maybe. Here you go. Last question, chat. Exclamation point the number. If you do nothing else but continuum split, double cast the skill Phantasmal Berserker with the Chrono Phantasma and Bountiful Blades traits equipped, how many illusions will have been summoned by the time the chain resolves? Total number of illusions actually summoned. Exclamation point the number in chat. And again, thank you to everybody who came out for this. This was a lot of fun. A lot of fun for me. Learned on a couple questions. Learned how complicated Amalgam is, or Troubadour and Conduit are now. Those were words. Yeah, they were words. There's no way I can shorten that, though. So basically, what you're doing is you are double casting Phantasmal Berserker with Chrono Phantasma and Bountiful Blades. I don't know if clones count as illusions. That's a great question, Coolster. There is an answer to that question. I am 98% sure on the wording of this one, because we've had it before. This is actually a question from way back in the day. This was my first encounter with Mesmer brought up this issue. Because historically, ArenaNet was really bad at writing tooltips, especially on Mesmer. And it ran into exactly this issue. Oh, the neck chat. Total number of illusions that will be summoned. Here, I'm going to also... Yeah, it's on Chronomancer, so total number of illusions that will have been summoned. Kaiban, I'm going to clarify this. Actually summoned. I don't want you to get mad at me later. You are doing nothing else but continuum split casting Phantasmal Berserker with Bountiful Blades and Chrono Phantasma. You like to answer 7? You can answer 7. It's interesting. Got a little bit more time for this one, chat. If you want to go look stuff up, figure out definitions, go to the wiki, cry, get somebody to hold you. Got 3 minutes. And we'll be announcing the winners. You can get another pirate song, I think. Hell yeah, the song owns. Chronomancer questions, man. It's amazing how much complication one button adds. I didn't know that either. Is that true, Stag? The health of the illusion is the toughness of the mesmer? That can't be right. So, like, are you sure, dude? Are you talking about total armor value of the mesmer or the toughness of the mesmer? No, it's got to be armor value, right? That would explain why, like, some illusions I attack in World vs. World take forever to kill. That's really interesting if that's true. And you are allowed to change your answer, reminder chat, if you would like to. It'll take your most recent answer. People talking about gambling for clovers. Yeah, I vibed that. Oh my god, chat. My eyes are dying. I'm looking at like 4 different white screens right now. As you can see it on my face, like if I lean toward the screen, it's just white. There's no dark mode for WordPad. That's interesting. That makes sense. Where did you find that out? 12. Okay, okay. Yeah, I buy the 10 every week and the ones from the Wizard's Vault, and that's it. Can't stand it. 1 minute, chat. Giant drum roll for the end of Trivia Night. Thank you to everybody who came and hung out. This was fun. I did my best. I did my best to word stuff, man, and run all this. This is so much more work than just turning on my stream and thinking about Bladesworn stuff. And just whether Chroma Phantasm works for each, which you only get 1 Phantasm per cast from it. There's a way you could test it. I don't know if you could test it in 1 minute. I did test this question before I originally asked it, though, and to my knowledge, the answer has not changed. But that is true. Okay, so the answer, which no one currently has a correct answer for, unfortunately, and I lost the trivia thing. Hang on. One person did get it right, but they changed their answer. And the unfortunate answer is, for our last question, 11. The reason this is because Continuum Split does work on... So first off, illusions encompass both phantasms and clones. I'm sure it's right. I am 1000% sure it's right, Kaiben. So it is total number of illusions that have been... I mean, it wouldn't matter anyway. You guys are in the lead and you're tied... Or he has 1 more point than you. But... And you both answered 12. But the... You will shatter... I can show it. Pretty sure the last clone spawns for a split second. If you have 3 dots, it won't spawn the last clone. And I know that because you don't get the health from spawning clones when I tested it on the Signet. But if you have other information, I'd love to get it in Discord. Like, send it to me, dude. But yeah, phantasms and clones are included in illusions, which was a huge issue for tooltips for a really long time. But basically, it's 11 because you will use Phantasmal Berserkers once. It will summon 2 phantasms. They will resummon. It'll do it again. And then that'll turn into 2 clones, and then your Continuum Split will end. You cast Phantasmal Berserkers again. That's 4 times 4 plus 2, but you can't summon 1 for the last one, so it's plus 1, which is 11. Anyway, the final standings for Trivia Night are as follows. As soon as I find it, and I will try to get you guys these codes while we're on stream, so if these people could pull out the ability to log into the video game, that would be great. If not, hit me up on a stream. I will try to get this to you at some point. Says it resummons itself. That's not your summon. It resummons what? Hang on. I'll look at this real quick, but I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I don't think anyone got it right. And I also don't think it changes the standings any. Everyone always wants to argue the last question. First time Phantasm becomes a clone, then resummons itself and attacks again, resummons Phantasms in clicks. Yeah. Percentage of the original's damage. Right. It instead summons itself and attacks again. They changed this? No, they have not. Fix the bugs of it becomes Phantasm more than once. Right, and then the thing is, instead it resummons itself and attacks again, and then the thing that it resummons, Kale, becomes a clone. Well, it's 2 traits. Right. So, yes, it does. It resummons itself and attacks again, and then once its attack finishes the second time, the thing becomes a clone. Anyway, Hilly State clone health, please disregard my nonsense. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Anyway, these are the final standings for everything. Coolster, regardless, has won. And I need a T in here. So if you guys are online, I'll try to get you these right now. Thank you, everybody who played and who earned money and stuff. Obviously, more giveaways on Monday with 13, Kaiben with 12, and Almighty Turkey in third with 10. So if you guys are around, squad join me. I will get you one at a time. We'll wrap this up, and I'll get these codes out before I forget and have an aneurysm. But yeah, pencils down. We're good, chat. Like I said, lots of fun, lots of nonsense, lots of learning on my part. I always get 1 or 2 questions wrong. I'm open to debate from the community as well, because this game is really esoteric and weird. So, wait, was it the bot picked you for the gold? Yeah, you got like 4 different gold things, but you also won a gem code. So, if you're... No. If you're around, I can get you this gem code. So Kaiben, Coolster, and Turkey, but everyone else can hang out while I distribute these. I'm gonna like squad join and let you paste them from here. Private squad. If you're not around, let me know in chat, and I'll get this to you another time. Cool. That's it. Trick questions, look at Guardian Torch 5. Oh, dude, no. The Torch 5 tech is nutty. Like, I've talked with, what's his name? The Willbender guy. Like, Torch is so weird on Guardian. I'm not touching that with a 1,000,000-foot pole. The tooltip's weird? Maybe. You're on NA. Yeah, that's fine. Squadron Salem. S-A-L-E-M. All one word. Uninviters can... Yes, anyone can join. Private squad. Yeah. Good night for Go to stream. I'll wrap it up. I'll probably raid into somebody. We'll talk for a little bit about visions, and then raid. Because Pseudo is exhausted. Literally, I've been setting up and doing computer things for this for 8 hours, but it's been fun. Again, big shout out to ANet. It was mad good. Let me get you a gem code, Coco. Kaiben, I know you're online. Do it. If it works out that somebody can convince me otherwise, I'll get you other nonsense, but alright, you should be able to copy paste this from the squad message, Coco. Let me know if that doesn't work. But you should be able to get that. Coolster, if you're around, I'm gonna send you money. If you're not, or I'm gonna grab you. If you're not, I'm not gonna grab you. So let me know. But I want to get this done real quick before I pass out. Man, thank you guys for joining. Yeah, it was fun. Sick. Get Kaiben. Definitely saw 4 clone name tags. The real question is, did it trigger the trait or the healing 4 times? I mean, I believe you, but like, it doesn't change the answer or the standing. Yeah, copy it. So here's 2 for Kaiben as soon as he joins my squad, which he won't because he's bitter. Stag, you did pretty alright for showing up late. I had 3 down. You got right. Kaiben joined the squad. Sleepy chat. Coolster, character name and account name that I can invite. Good job, dude. Congrats. Congrats on winning first. Those are for Kaiben, Coolster, so don't copy yet. I'm gonna... Kaiben, did you get him? I'm gonna wait till Kaiben says that he redeemed them, and then I'll give you yours. Time to blow it all on Doc. Oh, PSA chat. So first off, if you do want to buy gems, you can use a partner's link, but if you don't want to use mine, that's totally fine. But also, Guild Wars 2 has this, let me show you, what's it called? Black Lion Patron. So if you get this, if you're going to spend gems in the game anyway, like $30, you can get this Black Lion Patron pack, which you can't see because my dumb face is covering it. There's no good way to show this, I guess. And it adds keys that you can use as well. Yeah, it's like halfway down the page, and then you can grab this, and it comes with bonus stuff. But you can only do it once, so it gives you an extra title and stuff, which is pretty cool. All good, thanks. Back to testing. Did you get them, Kaiben? So they work? Okay, I'm kicking you out, and I'm giving our first place winner his not ill-gotten gains, whatever's the opposite of that. Yeah, let me know, dude. I'm curious too, but there we go. Coolster, let me know when you've gotten it, and I'm going to find somebody to raid into, and then I'm going to go pass out in a plate of burritos, chat. This was fun. Was a lot of work, but a lot of fun always. Check out Visions of Eternity. Out now, obviously. Let me go find some Guild Wars 2 people who are dope. Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? I don't think Iron Maiden's having any trouble. I'll read Angle, because I've heard good things. And she is also a partner. This is... Oh, is she getting off? Shoot. No, she's not. Alright, neat. Where's my channel? We did it. Coolster, let me know when you've gotten those, otherwise I'm gonna sit in the squad forever. Yep. Thank you so much, guys. Was fun. But click the raid button. I'm going to sleep forever. And have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I will see you in Tyria and in Castoria and the build editor, but mostly in the build editor. Cheers. Have a good night. Peace out.